The Dacia Sandero, a very capable hatchback introduced in 2008 and made famous arguably by James May's obsession with the car. Now, it's had several facelifts during its lifetime. This is the latest one. I think it looks really, really handsome. And size-wise, it fits between the VW Polo and the Golf. So that gives you an idea of size and scale. It is underpinned by a Renault Clio because it is part of the Renault group, and inside you will see a few similarities with its Renault cousins, but overall it is a fantastic all-rounder. Let's talk about that facelift. So first of all, the brand new Dacia branding, quite postmodern. I quite like it. Nice and simple, looks like two Lego hands glued together. New LED front headlamps look a little bit like a silverfish that you get under the sea. Classy, I like it. Under the decidedly old school bonnet, which has got no hydraulic aids, it's just a pole. Quite hard for that to fail. Good thinking. 1 litre TCE engine, about 90 horsepower. You're not going to break any lap records, but that doesn't matter. It is decidedly very Renault. So they use a lot of parts from their cousins to keep the costs down. Doesn't cost as much to just borrow other parts, but it does mean you've got Renault stamped all over the place. So Renault on the air intake, Renault on the cabling, Renault Nissan, where the brake fluid is. But do you know what? They're all parts that work. They're tried and tested, reliable little engine to get you, your family, your dogs, your kids, whatever, all over the place. Really smart thinking from Dacia. Boona everybody, and welcome inside the Sandero. So first thing to notice, it's pretty sparse, but we're going to call it minimalist for the purposes of this review. Seating position is good, everything is where you would expect it to be. It's a analog dashboard in front of you with a digital display in the middle. Electric front windows in this particular model. The buttons are straight from a Renault. The infotainment management system behind the steering wheel, straight from a Renault, not a bad thing. As we move over, I mean, you know, it's not the plushest, but it works. Everything has a nice feel and touch to it, and a reassuring click when you reach where you want to be. Infotainment wise, you can plug your phone straight in via USB, and you stick your phone in a little port called media control. If it's good enough for Ferrari, it's good enough for Dacia. Seats are comfy. It's, yeah, nice to the touch, and overall pretty comfortable for when you want to just commute around, or even if you're on a slightly longer drive. In the back, there's as much room as you would want. So there's ISOFIX points along the entire back bench, meaning you can secure a kiddie seat without too much drama. If I sit behind myself, there's enough room for me, just about. I'm 5'10", 1m77, not the tallest, not the shortest. I'm pretty average really, but plenty of room to transport people and goods in the back. A good family hatchback. Moving to the back of the Sandero, a 328 litre space for you to put suitcases, dogs, several cats, I guess, but that puts it just above the Citroen C3. It's got a full-size spare wheel in this particular one that we have here at Big Motoring World, with your jack and your towing hook actually bolted into place on the back here, so you're never going to lose them. But overall, a very useful space, particularly as this is more likely than not going to be your family hatchback. Just gently close that there. All the hatchback you might need. This little Sandero has everything. Practical, spacious, and I think quite a handsome little devil. Make sure to head over to the Big Motoring World website to look at this and our entire range of Dacias, because we are big on choice and we're big on what matters to you.